Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Shaheen. Senator Tuberville, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Congratulations to all of you. And it's great to see your family members back here in the back. They're all smiling, those that we can see. You know, while our military boasts the best equipment in the world, ask any service member what they think about DoD websites and office systems and they'll tell you they're slow, old, frustrating. Our military members spend hundreds of hours logging onto an ancient system. The Navy still uses a program called NavFit 98A to process evaluations. Now, 98 ought to give you a good idea when that was originated. Several of you have worked for the most cutting-edge tech leaders in the world. And as you take your new leadership roles, I'd like each of you to refuse to approve any new websites in your areas of responsibility that are not built to be compatible with the 3 most popular internet browsers and top 2 operating systems. I'd hope you'd do that. You know, this is we're long past, you know, the Stone Age. Ms. Harris, in September 2018, the Department of Defense released its cyber strategy. The strategy charges DoD to defend forward, shape the day-to-day competition, and prepare for war in the cyber domain. DoD is now in the process of updating its cyber strategy. If confirmed, what actions will you take to mitigate any gaps between defense intelligence and the goals of the current and emerging cyber strategy?
Senator, thank you for the question. I agree, cybersecurity and cyber threats are a critical concern for the department today. Cyber is an issue that bridges a number of stakeholders within the department, and so if confirmed, I will commit that I will ensure that the intelligence and security apparatus is best supporting those efforts, both on assessing cyber threats in the intelligence community, but also in ensuring that we are taking the proper cybersecurity practices.
Thank you. Dr. Plum, thank you for meeting with me last week. Every Secretary of Defense since Rumsfeld has sought to refine and streamline how the DoD handles procurement. The DoD has a no-fail mission, but success continues to be held up by the red tape and contract protest. In your opinion, what are the most important factors to monitor to understand the health of the defense acquisition systems?
Senator, you rightly note our defense acquisition system is not as fast as we need it to deliver warfighter capabilities. It's my understanding that a combination of factors, including, as you note, protests, timelines, contract timelines, notice timelines, as well as factors during the negotiation process, can slow that delivery. If confirmed, I commit to work within the authorities we have and work with this committee to identify ways to shorten that timeline, streamline the process, also identify efficiencies, and leverage different pathways for our different technologies to speed that up.
Thank you. Mr. Owens, I hate we didn't get to meet yesterday. Had a lot to talk about. Hopefully we can do that in the future. Just a question about, have you been briefed on the Project Pele?
Senator, not directly, but I am aware of what it is.
Yeah. You know, obviously we're looking for reforming, you know, our power to our troops. Pele is a moving reactor that you can move into the field. I'd love for you to look into that once you get in. It's an amazing program that I think we're going to need in the very future. The DoD pioneered nuclear power. I don't think a lot of people know that. Few people know that the first commercial reactor was a DoD project. You know, in addition to Project Pele, the FY23 NDAA directs the DoD to look at how a thorium cycle could safely harden our military bases and fuel space propulsion and power. I'd like to get your pledge that you would look into that and be very familiar with this review that we're going to do through the NDAA.
Senator, I think that balancing energy diversity, resilience, and combat superiority is a critical role of what's in the EI&E portfolio, and if confirmed, you have my commitment to look into it.
Thank you. Dr. Taylor, a significant portion of critical and strategic materials required for major defense programs come from non-allied countries, including China. What steps should the department take to support the domestic manufacturing and processing of these materials?
Oh, thank you, Senator.
As I noted, I think that having reliable and secure supply chains is absolutely critical for the health and resilience of the defense industrial base. I think, I want to thank this committee and the Senate for supporting the CHIPS Act. I think this will be an important step. The department, I think, needs to take a number of steps, some of which they've outlined, but certainly moving towards more domestic sourcing and also working with international partners and allies for friendshoring, as some call it. So I would, if confirmed, be very focused on working with stakeholders in the interagency to facilitate domestic sourcing, and also working with some of our international allies to facilitate areas where we can work together.
Thank you. You're going to have a hard job. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Tuberville. Senator King, please.
I don't think that's going to work. I'll try this. Okay. Ms. Harris, you're entering one of the most important jobs in the